friends, and welcome back. We're sitting down today because I recently went to what I consider like one of my better Dollar Trees. I feel like if you're a Dollar Tree shopper and you've been to like more than one Dollar Tree, there's different classes of Dollar Tree. I talked about this in my Dollar Tree Secrets video, which I will link down below. But like my two most like local Dollar Trees are just like average Dollar Trees. And then I feel like there are the nicer Dollar Trees. These are the bigger ones. These are ones that typically have like the freezer sections. They have bigger craft sections. They just like tend to get the newer stuff better, probably because they have higher sales value. Anyways, I took the extra 10 minutes to drive a little bit further and go to one of my better Dollar Trees, and I found some really great new hidden gems and finds that have been coming out to the Dollar Tree, as well as some of my like favorites that I haven't seen for the last year. I don't know about you guys, I feel like with the pandemic, there's been like just certain products that have been really picked over at the Dollar Tree that usually I can always find. So anyways, I brought my camera, I brought you guys along, and wanted to share with you guys some of the stuff I got. I'm gonna go ahead and share a little haul with you, as well as share some of the stuff I saw while I was in store, and sort of give you guys some insight, some of the amazing things you can find currently at the Dollar Tree. Let's jump into this. Coffee first though. You guys know how I do. All right, we're gonna start with some sort of office-y stuff. This is the time of year, obviously, all the back to school stuff comes, and I also find just because of that, there's like a big increase in just like office-y related stuff too. So I found this marble desk organizer. How cute is this? I actually had seen this shared, I think maybe on Instagram a month or so ago, but I hadn't seen it in my stores. This is so pretty. I just love this as a simple tray. Now they call it a desk organizer. It would work really great on a desk, but I actually think it'd be really nice on a bathroom vanity as well, just to put out some makeup, use for a jewelry tray. It's really solid, it feels super nice, and I just think this is an awesome find. Next, they also had this little set of these little like canvas, or what are they calling them? They're calling them desk organizers. These little canvas desk organizers. So there's this sort of square one, there's like the longer, shallow one, and then there's one that's obviously like for pencils or whatever. Something about fabric canvas, it just feels a little more like expensive and high end. Again, great for desks, but I just think these in general are great little organizers. You could use them in bathrooms. Even because they're canvas, they'd be really easy to wash. You could literally throw them right in your washing machine and then air dry them. Sometimes you get stuff like this at the Dollar Tree and it's like in wild, wacky colors, and you're like, that's fine, except, you know, I'm in my 30s, so not wacky and wild anymore, guys. I'm neutral and canvas. Also in the office section, they had these plastic zip like little containers in these cute patterns for summer. They had like the watermelon and the lemon. What I love about these is this is like a nice plastic with a zipper. So sure, you could use them for school, but what I love for something like this is just like a really nice wet bag to have. So whether you throw it in your gym bag, you throw it in your diaper bag, you have it in your backpack, it's nice to have little bags like this to throw anything that gets like wet or dirty. Great for traveling as well. Throw them in your suitcase. Again, maybe if you went swimming or whatever and you have something wet. You could also use them for shoes if you're traveling. Not to mention you could use it for storing toiletries when you're traveling, putting makeup in there, whatever. Just tons of uses. I love this material because it's like waterproof and it's not going to get like dirt and mess. All right, I found a new storage container that I had not seen at the Dollar Tree before, and it is these glass jars. I love the glass storage jars from the Dollar Tree, specifically ones that have tops. But when I saw this top, first of all, it's a screw top, which is really great because it's nice and secure. You know, nothing's going to come popping out of here or falling out of here. But when I saw this top, I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then I realized these were stackable. So they literally like click together for storage. How good is this for pantry storage or for craft storage? I love this because some of the glass storage that I use right now in my pantry from the Dollar Tree I really love, but they don't stack up nice, which is in some pantries is kind of a pain because you want to be able to stack too high and then they're like topsy-turvy and falling over, which has happened in my pantry before. This is so amazing. I love these. What a great find. Something like this at like the Container Store or even Target, you're gonna be spending at least $3 or $4. So these are a total steal. Okay, next up I have been seeing these shared around social media world about Dollar Tree for a little while, but I have not seen them in my Dollar Tree until just now, and that is these little floating shelves. How cute are these? $1. They even come with the hardware to install them. I just think this is such a great find for $1 to just stick up, add a little decor, add a picture on it, use it in a bathroom, use it in a small space. So cute. Okay, next up we're going back to office and back to like school supplies because I wasn't organized with this. I found this set of Jot markers for $1. This is not like 3 markers or even 5 markers. This is a set of 20 markers. I feel like that's a pretty good deal for just a little set of markers. I love having little markers around to use in my planners or when I'm making lists. Sometimes I like to color code things. Just makes me feel better when my lists look cute and pretty, you know what I mean? And packs of like colorful markers like this are so expensive if you're buying them elsewhere. If you just need a really simple little package of markers, I thought that this was a total steal. Also on that topic, something that I've bought at the Dollar Tree millions of times, but I just gotta tell you about it because it's such a good product. The Dollar Tree chalk marker or chalk crayon or chalk, what do they call this? A chalk writer, whatever. It looks like chalk when you write on it. You can write on a chalkboard with it. This is literally the best like chalk writer that I've ever used, and I've used some more expensive ones before too. It looks like chalk when you write with it, but it's nice, thick, dark, like I was gonna say dark white, which seems sort of like an oxymoron. You know, sometimes chalk, if you're doing like a chalkboard or like a chalkboard design, the chalk is not quite dark enough. It's not like it's too opaque. This is like a nice, thick, white line. You get what I mean. But what's amazing about it, it's wet erasable. So once you've drawn on your chalkboard, you can't like wipe it away with your hand, which is great for chalk designs, but just a wet sponge, it's gonna wipe right away. Seriously, the best like chalk writer that I have ever used. I love these, highly suggest them. So I picked up a new one because I am almost out.
Okay, also in the back to school section, they had these little like food snack towers, which I thought were really cool. It holds 2 different like smaller snacks, and then it had this little piece where you can add like a dipping sauce like hummus or tzatziki or whatever. I thought this was really great. When I used to pack lunch for work, this would have been awesome.
Again, back to school, all of the cute folders. If you need to stock up on some cute journals, some lined paper, now is the time. It is going to start to get very picked over when you get into like August, so now's the time to do it. I felt like this year they had like all the cutesy ones that they usually have that are great for school, but I also felt like they had some like nicer, more sort of neutral ones that aren't crazy. They just felt a little bit more like you could use them in the office or use them as an adult. Like they weren't all just designed for like writing love notes to give to your best friend so that they could pass them to your crush in 5th grade. By the way, do kids do that anymore? Are kids passing notes? Because a very big part of my middle school life was like writing notes and then learning you would fold it up. Please comment down below or thumbs this video up if you remember doing this. You would write a note to your friend and then you had a special, you would like fold it or like a little star and you would do doodles. Like it was an art. Note making was an art that I don't think that kids do anymore. And I don't know why I'm feeling so passionate about this. Anyways, I just thought that this was really nice. The inside is just lined with a date. Super simple, super easy.
In the craft section, I saw a ton of cute new ribbon. They had this sort of more colorful llama inspired one. This one with like the tasseled pom-poms was so cute for only $1. Usually ribbon like this is way more expensive. Then they also had some more like fall feeling ones with hedgehogs, leaves, campers, and what have you.
Next, got myself a lighter. The lighters at the Dollar Tree are literally, I don't know, I find them to be just as good or like almost just as good as the ones I literally spend $5.99 on at my grocery store. So for the grill, for the candles, for whatever, I always grab one of the lighters when I'm there because they're just as good. I need to spend 6 times as much for a lighter that's doing basically the same. It's all you're doing is lighting on fire. It's not that hard. All right, last but not least, a little bit of the fall stuff had come out to the Dollar Tree that I was at. I'm waiting until August to do fall content. And I was like, you don't need any of the fall stuff yet. But one thing I saw that I was like, you know, I'm gonna grab it now because if it's picked over later, I'm gonna be mad. They have these pumpkin scented pine cones. You guys, these smell so good. Not like a gross pumpkin, not like a fake pumpkin. It just smells like a really nice fall scent. I don't remember seeing these ones last year. It doesn't mean that they weren't there, but if you see them, definitely grab them because they smell so good for only $1. And it's just a mixture of like pine cones and then these little like orangey things. I don't know, they're very, very cute. And they would be great for fall decor. All right, my friends, that does it. That is some new awesome finds that you can get at the Dollar Tree right now. I hope this helped you. I personally like always seeing what people are finding at the Dollar Tree just because sometimes the Dollar Tree can just be overwhelming. There's so much in there. And I feel like when I have an idea of what some other people have been finding at the Dollar Tree, it makes my shopping easier because I kind of have an idea of what I'm looking for in the sections I want to look at. So as always, thank you so much for stopping by and watching, and I will see you all in the next video.